Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got another makeup tutorial for you and this time we're going for something nice and dark. So let's get started. I really feel like I haven't done a lot of autumn looks yet this year and it's really sort of, I don't know, weird to me. I love autumn looks. But I don't know, like I've just been doing like some more eye art-y looks, Halloween look, vlogs. I really feel like I'm just not done yet with the autumn looks for this year. So here we go. But as usual we're just starting off with an eye primer. Then for eyeshadows I'm going to use the Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, which I haven't used in ages, but it does have really nice autumn shades. I mean, I think it actually came out in winter, around Christmas, I think. Well, it does have actually two like Christmas shades, I guess, but I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use this one, the burgundy shade. Gonna put it in the crease. This is basically the plan for the first step. Now, this is rather a bit risky because, you know, blending can be tough if you just go straight in with a dark shade rather than to build it up, but I'm a lazy person, I'm a hasty person, and as usually I just want stuff done. So I'm just going to go for this. Also, you know, it's good eyeshadow. If you have eyeshadow that is pigmented but not as easy to blend, then I would actually recommend using something else beneath it, like another paler eyeshadow beneath it, just to make blending a little bit easier. But I know with this eyeshadow it's just going to blend no matter how I apply it, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm just dabbing it on and then immediately I'm starting to blend it out with quite a firm, bigger blending brush. Yeah. Just keep applying it until you're happy with it, until it looks something like this. Now next up I'm just applying a black eyeshadow right in the outer corner, as you can just see me doing right now. Why am I explaining it? Well, you can literally see it. I don't know either. Anyway, with a smaller blending brush, because I really want to keep this localized in the outer corner. I don't want to go too far and create a complete black smoky eye, because that's not what I'm going for today. But I know myself, so that's why I'm using a very small brush and I'm just really focusing on blending it out, not applying too much product. And while we're blending, yeah, just some more like basic chatting. Have you already changed your clothing for the autumn and winter season? Like where you live, is it already cold enough for that? Because here in the Netherlands we have a ridiculously warm autumn this year. Like ridiculously warm. Like I'm wearing a long sleeve now, but it's just really for this video and the whole autumn vibe. Because I'm actually quite warm. Like seriously, inside the house I still walk around in a t-shirt, and no, I don't have the heater on. This is an attic, there's no heater here in the first place, but the rest of the house as well, we don't really have the heater on yet. So it's like, I want that side to be slightly darker. But anyways, it's like, it's just really not cold enough yet to bother with the really warm clothing. I know some people are like, you know, just switching to autumn wear because of the season and not really because of the temperature in itself. I used to be like that, but I also strongly believe that it's not very good for you to, you know, start wearing very warm clothing when it's not actually necessary yet. Because, you know, if you're already going to wear really thick sweaters when it's like 10 degrees Celsius, then what are you going to wear when it's like minus 5 degrees Celsius, you know? Yeah, like I like to keep my warmest clothes in store for when it's actually really, really, really cold, just so I don't spoil myself, just so I don't get used to being extremely warm. Because then I'll be cold when it's actually going to get cold. But I don't know, like I just feel like it's just really too warm still to actually, let me grab some more burgundy, to actually already start wearing the really, really warm autumn clothes and winter clothes. Definitely not the winter clothes. I sort of want to like go for layers and like knitwear and stuff, but it's too freaking warm. Like it's annoying. I mean, it's not terrible, like I don't want really cold weather necessarily, but just slightly cooler so I can actually wear my cute autumn layered outfits, maybe. That would be nice. Then it's time for some shimmer. I'm going for quite a nude shade of shimmer, but shimmery and not matte, because it's shimmer. It sounded a lot more logical in my head. Anyway, I'm using quite a flat and firm brush because I really want a nice edge to this. Think cut crease-ish effects without an actual cut crease. Which is good to do with this brush. And I'm pulling it up quite high. Now this is, as with many things involving makeup and your face, just cater it to your own needs. Like, I personally prefer it on my face to bring it up higher, the shimmer in the inner corner, just because I feel like otherwise I have a whole lot of space up here that's just existing without doing anything interesting. So yeah, it's just a space that I want to use, you know, a space that I want to utilize because it's there. So I just prefer to actually use it. But if you feel like on yourself it doesn't look good to do that, then just don't, basically. Now I just dumped my brush into the burgundy shade just once because I want to blend, but I don't want to add too much color. It's just that blending with the burgundy is going to work out better than blending with the black, because otherwise it just gets too dark. And the burgundy just is a little bit paler and it still fits with the look because it's in the look. I'm just going to blend the shimmer with the outer corner is what I'm going to do, basically. Especially up here, because I really don't want to have an awkward ending of the shimmer. I really want the shimmer to fade out nicely. But yeah, because we're working this high up towards the eyebrow, do be very careful. Wipe off your brush 20,000 times. Try to work with like as little product on the brush as humanly possible. Because at this point it will be kind of annoying to still ruin the look. And in the inner corner I'm just going to apply a white shimmer shade with a pencil brush. Just to have a really nice bright highlighter. Next up I'm just going to use a mono eyeshadow for my brow bone highlight. Because I really want a pale matte shade. And the palest matte shade in this palette is not pale enough for my ghost skin. That's really something I can recommend to anyone, by the way. To just have a matte mono eyeshadow that's like your perfect brow bone highlight, just because it's something that's very easy to just have. You can combine it with any makeup palette to just get that perfect finish to your brow bones. And then of course a big fluffy blender. Now next up we're going for a eyeliner, sort of. I want to do a smudgy liner today. So I'm using a pencil instead of a liquid liner. You could use a gel eyeliner, but mine dried out. And oh, I need to put it on my shopping list for shopping tomorrow actually. A new gel liner, because I don't actually have a new one. I'm just gonna repurchase the one by KIKO because I love it. But anyways, I'm just applying a very thin layer of this pencil. Because if you apply a thick layer, it's just going to be impossible to blend it out properly. Without making it too dark. Next up, we're going to go over it with eyeshadow. Don't ask me how I managed to do a very sharp liner with a pencil. It's plain luck. Anyway, but yeah, I'm just going to use the black eyeshadow and an angled brush and go over the edge of the pencil here. To make everything just a little bit softer. And I'm also going to make sure to really go between my eyelashes with this. If you wear contact lenses, your contact lenses are going to get eyeshadow in them, just saying. I won't say it's harmless, but like it hasn't hurt me this far, so it's probably okay, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it works. Just make sure the edges go nice and soft, but without going too high and pulling the darkness up all the way into the inner corner especially. So, that's the top of the eyelids almost done. We're still gonna do lashes obviously. But for now I'm just going to do my face off camera, because let's face it, this is quite technical, and if you can manage to copy this, then you don't really need me to explain to you how to apply foundation to your face. So I'll be right back. The under eye. Wow, I need to change my camera batteries. The under eye in 10 seconds. The under eye with fresh batteries. Anyway, I'm going to use a black pencil first. Like this is what we're going to go for, so obviously we're starting off with black. And I'm pulling it all the way into my inner corner. To really have that edge of darkness around my entire eyeball. And then I'm also going to apply it in the outer corner here. Right below my eye, and I'm sort of merging it at this point. I'm merging it into my lashes. Just so it doesn't randomly stop somewhere, but it sort of fades inwards. I really want that outer corner to be nice and dark. Like so. Then back to the eyeshadows. I'm just going to use an angled brush. I just literally picked it up like this and forgot it was open. Anyway. And just be extremely careful, like tap off the brush as well as you can. Because at this point there's eyeshadow, there's concealer and powder beneath the eye and I don't want to ruin it. What you could do alternatively is, well, if you're nervous about this, apply more powder beneath the eye so that if you go over it with the black eyeshadow too far, you can still wipe it down. I didn't think to do that, so I don't have that option right now. But you can do that if you think of it quickly enough, before starting to apply the eyeshadow. And then it's time to go back into the burgundy shade with a small blender and blend. And at this point it's also a good idea to just blend this outer edge here again. Because, you know, if you apply your eyeshadow and then apply concealer, you are going to affect the outer edge here. Just a little bit. And I want it to be nice and smooth again and not concealed into sharpness. And then time for some false lashes. And they're on there. Yeah, that went a lot quicker on camera than it did in real life, trust me. Because I went for quite a big pair today, I haven't actually worn big lashes in a while, but wow, I still actually love how big lashes look. So yeah, this is quite a huge pair, but they do fit the look very well, I think. And I also applied mascara on the top and on the bottom. What I always love to do when I'm wearing falsies, camera, focus, thank you, is use a mascara with more of a stick than an actual brush. Just because I feel like, one, this really glues my own lashes very nicely to the falsies without, you know, pulling them out of place. And also I just really love how this mascara looks on my under eye. Especially if I don't smear it all over my skin in the process. But yeah, anyways, for lipstick you could totally go for a nude lipstick or a purple-ish lipstick. You know, nude, just, you know, that will be this, but like slightly more glossy. But I want to go for extreme today. I'm going to use black. And we have it, the look complete. Seriously, I always forget how much I love black lipstick because I barely ever give myself the time to actually apply it. Like, that's the thing with black lipstick, it can be really, really cool. But if you're in a hurry or if you just don't feel like spending the time on it, then just don't do it. Just focus on the eye look and just do something simple on the lips. Because with black lipstick, it's really hit or miss. It's black, and especially if you're very pale like me, then it's really going to be a stark contrast to your skin. And every tiny little mistake that you can possibly make is going to be very visible. Extremely visible. Like with nude lipstick you can just smear it on there and it'll be fine. With this it's like if you're like a quarter of a millimeter too far upwards, it's going to look ridiculous. Yeah, but it does make my teeth look incredibly white, which I really like. And I also just I love the look of black lipstick. So yeah, if you have time to apply it, if you have time to focus on it and just go around the edges with a little bit of foundation on an angled brush, I definitely recommend making the effort because it's so freaking worth it. Yeah, anyway, this look turned out exactly how I planned. It turned out a little bit more gothic than I planned actually, but I like the whole goth style still. I mean, like, you know, yeah, I still love it even though I'm not in high school anymore. So there's that. I'm happy with how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. It would really help me out because it makes YouTube suggest my video more often to new people. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you're very welcome to do so. I do a lot of makeup tutorials, like stuff like this, more wearable things, less wearable things, all sorts of things. I also do vlogs, so yeah, if you want to join me on those videos, you can always subscribe and watch them all. For now, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope to see you next time. Bye!